Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, people? Kevin Jackson here. It's Kevin Jackson Show, KJRadio.com. Kathy Griffin wants a comeback. She's plotting her comeback. I read this story. And you're saying, Kevin, what do we care about that dude, Kathy Griffin? Oh, we care about it. You know what we did? I looked at Kathy Griffin and I went, she looks familiar. You know who Kathy Griffin looks like? She looks like a young white Maxine Waters, Mad Max. So we did a thing, separated at birth, put them side by side, looking identically, in the same direction and everything. Go look at it and tell me that Kathy Griffin and Maxine Waters, Mad Max, James Brown are not separated at birth. Absolutely are. It's going to blow your mind. Y'all seen it. Y'all saw it. It's hysterical, isn't it? It is. It's funny. And it's just funny. I saw this picture of Griffin and she had this real sad look on her face. And Maxine Waters always has an evil look on her face. And it was just uncanny. I swear they're the same person. I'm not kidding you. They're the same person. Don't call me a conspiracy theorist, but I believe those two are the same. Anyway, Hollywood Reporter was talking about it. I just ran across the article and I went, what? Because Kathy Griffin, she went on the road, I don't know where, and she came back and says, I have no more work in my schedule. And if you're in the business that I'm in, like I'm a public speaker, I know months in advance that I'm speaking. I don't always know where because I got to check with my publicist, but I know I'm speaking. Like, for example, I will be in Oregon at the Dorchester Convention, and I'm going to give you more details around that, working out some details with the radio station. But I will be there, and it's like March the 2nd. Maybe, I may get there the 1st, but I know I'm at the beginning of March. I'll be there. That's the kind of stuff. I know that. I'm going to be speaking at the Horowitz event later that month. I've got another engagement later that month. I can't remember where. On April the 14th, I'll be in, I believe, Minnesota. I'm speaking at a group of 1,000 college kids. So I know months in advance. I know I have an event in November of this year. No, I'm not going to go laugh at the Democrats and they're crying again after they got their butts kicked. But I'm just saying I have something else going on there, another event. I'll be going to Israel to speak at something. So I got lots of stuff happening. It's busy. It's happening over here, okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Kathy Griffin, nada. Jennifer Lawrence said she had no movie prospects. Whatever you're seeing of Jennifer Lawrence now, that's the queue. They're flushing the queue. She had nothing new going on. Somebody finally figured out she's not that talented of an actress. Anyway, Kathy Griffin has no prospects. So now she's like, and she was crying, I got no prospects. When I come back to America, I've got nothing. And I'm thinking, wow, sorry, Kathy. Welcome to unemployment. Something that people felt under Obama, but you decided you wanted to cut the head off of the man who gave us the best first-year presidency in the modern era. And that's better than Ronald Reagan. And I say that, and it brings a tear to my eye to say that about Ronald Reagan. I love me some Reagan. But Trump's better than Reagan. I'll get over it. Thank you. Thank you for that. All the people out there, Kev, I feel you, bro. I feel you. 8 months after torching her career and friendship with Anderson Cooper via a not-so-funny photograph of the decapitated Donald Trump, the comedian is holed up in her Bel Air mansion, talking to the FBI, trying to figure out what happened, and pondering if a possible return to the spotlight. When you're a woman, you get one F over... no, I'm sorry. This is what her quote is. When you're a woman, you get one F up and it's over. The person goes on to describe. To get to Kathy Griffin's home, you need to pass through a series of gates. The first, an imposing barrier at the entrance to a private community in the secluded Bel Air Canyon, is manned by 3 stone-faced guards who will check your ID and glare suspiciously into your eyes before waving you in. Ooh, what a ghetto that is, right? Okay, I'm starting to get a glimpse of white privilege here. Then you find yourself wheeling around the maze of manicured British-sounding streets, Stonehenge Lane and Cardigan Court. until you arrive at a slightly smaller gate where you press a speaker button in order to gain admittance. Finally, you spot the red-headed comic, all 5'3" and 106 pounds of her, standing at the doorway of an enormous Mediterranean-style mansion that looks like it would be right at home at a Tuscan cliff. Yeah, I'm visualizing this in my brain, going, "Wow, she's suffering. I can see Kathy's suffering. We must help her." And then here's what she says. Get this. "Welcome to my FU house," she announces. I mean, this is what the writer's writing about. Welcome to my FU house. Kathy Griffin, 57, shares the 13,000 square foot residence with her 39-year-old boyfriend, a man who's 19 years her junior, I would add. 18 years, sorry. He's about to have a birthday. Anyway, it's closer to 19. And he's also her tour manager. His name is Randy Bick. And get this. This is what really got me about. I mean, there's a lot of things that got me about the article, that how tough it is for Kathy. See, if I were going through what Kathy's going through, here's what I would do. I would put my mansion on the block. I would say, "Hey, it's time for me to sell the Bel Air mansion. What can I get for it?" And I would downsize. I don't believe Kathy and her 39-year-old paramour need a 13,000 square foot home. They would do fine with a 4,000 or 5,000 square foot home and putting money aside for a rainy day. That's just me, though. But here's the part I really liked. It says she's got her manager, Randy Bick, and during the day, a small staff of male assistants, quote, "I like the idea of only having male employees," she notes. I feel like church lady right about now. Isn't that special? Really? So this feminist only wants male employees. I wonder why. You know the answer. Let's go back to the mansion. It's got 9 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms. There's an elevator, a 12-car garage, an infinity pool, and jaw-dropping views. A movie theater. There's something here. Her gays are coming by shortly to watch I, Tanya. She called them her gays. Look, I don't care. If she's got affectionate terms for her, the sexuality of her friends, good for her. I wonder if she would say something like, "Hey, my blacks are coming by to watch Snakes on a Plane later. You want to be here for that?" Just curious. Anyway, it goes on. An eclectic decor, including a portrait of Griffin painted by convicted murderer Eric Menendez, a fan who sent it to her from prison. Maybe this is the guy who she was going to get to cut off Trump's head. I don't know. I'm just curious. Says she's more than happy to disclose that the house cost her $10.5 million, which she paid for in cash a year and a half ago. And that Kim Kardashian and Kanye West used to live next door. The splurge, she says, was a gesture of defiance. Look, Hollywood, at what this perpetual outsider and self-described D-lister, a woman who built a thriving comedy career by mercilessly mocking celebrities, has accomplished with nothing but her own mouth and a microphone. Whoa. The double-gated 24-hour security was a nice bonus to the property, but at the time she pretty much took it for granted. And then they start going into how she's going to try to resurrect her career. The reason why I bring this up, folks, is one, do you see the level of distortion? What's funny to me, Kathy Griffin felt like to buy a $10.5 million house, she had something to prove. Now, in her defense, when I bought my first, really big home, it was a roughly 5,000 square foot house in a very swanky area of Plano, Texas. And I paid, which was a lot of money at the time, $500,000 for it. I remember going into that house and thinking, wow, This is a home that would make my family proud. But I didn't do it to get back at like, hey, those naysayers that said I could never do it. Look at this house. I didn't do it that way. It was more like, wow, look at what I was able to achieve. Something that mostly my grandparents, I would think they'd never understand what I was able to achieve. And thankfully, my grandmother got to see the house, and my grandfather didn't, unfortunately. But anyway, I look at all the things that Kathy Griffin, all the distortions, all the things that don't even make sense, the all male staff and things like that, and the fact that her career's on the wane, and she doesn't even see that she should be scaling back. She sees it as and maybe she will make a comeback. I don't know. I don't wish her bad luck, but I just see this as a story of pain.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.